I think the kid, number one of the best things that could have ever happened to him.
Every great center known to man, my God, he better make the All-Star team. He's 7'5", he's on a bad team, he's gonna play plenty, they're gonna be much improved, he's got all the skill set.
Creates it with his athleticism and his strength. Every player needs space. He has a combination of things that we have never seen. 7'5", high release point, elevation on his jump shot, quickness, footwork, all of the things that you put into that's the scariest thing that we've ever seen.
Victor Wembanyama, standing at a towering 7'3", secured the first overall pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, landing with the San Antonio Spurs. His remarkable rise has sent shockwaves through the basketball community in recent months. What sets him apart is not only his extraordinary height, but also his exceptional ball handling skills and a deadly jump shot. An unprecedented combination for a player of his stature. It's no surprise that he's garnered unparalleled hype as one of the most anticipated prospects in NBA history. Now, let's delve into the thoughts of some NBA legends on this French basketball star. Victor Wembanyama, an NBA prodigy and a once-in-a-generation talent, has earned profound admiration from one of Europe's basketball greats, Dirk Nowitzki. The Dallas Mavericks icon lavished praise upon the 2023 draft's first pick, saying, "You always think you've seen it all, and then Wemby comes around, a 7'5" guy. I watched a highlight the other day and he shot a step back from 3 and then got a putback. I mean, who does that? You gotta be skilled, you gotta be quick to the ball, you gotta be long. It's scary how talented this kid is. So long, the skill level, can dribble, can shoot. Hopefully he can stay healthy. That's the only thing that can hold him back. I think everything else, I've heard he's got the work ethic, he's a smart kid, he wants to be great. He's putting in the work and we're all here to support him and see his full potential. We're all rooting for him. Hopefully his body holds up. Scary talent. Basketball Hall of Famer and esteemed Dream Team member, Chris Mullin, joins the ranks of fervent admirers of Victor. Mullin expressed his anticipation, saying, "Victor Wembanyama is a unique talent. I am really looking forward to watching him. When he came over to the showcase in Vegas, he really impressed me as a player, someone we haven't seen the likes of before. When you look at his stats from Europe, he almost averages a double-double. He also has great vision and is very comfortable inside and out. He is playing at both sides of the ball, he has a three-point shot, the efficiency is also there. So, when you have numbers like this from a big man, 3 blocks per game, that is Shaq numbers, combined with all his other skill sets, I think he is a combination of a lot of players. There has never been a guy that plays like him. Really, a unique talent. Wem possesses the potential to ascend to all-time greatness. However, due to his distinctive background, some individuals are cautious, preferring to witness his NBA prowess before fully embracing the hype. Charles Barkley recently weighed in on this subject, offering advice to Wembanyama while emphasizing that the San Antonio Spurs face considerable challenges in their pursuit of an NBA championship. Barkley addressed Victor's desire for a ring next season, saying, "It's stupid, just because you're getting all this hype and you've been kicking butts in France all these years. That doesn't mean nothing when he steps on the court next year. The Spurs ain't close to winning a championship, young fella. Y'all probably ain't gonna make the playoffs next year." Chuck later quipped that the Spurs would likely be the third best team in Texas next season. Wemby's talents are undeniable, and there's a reason for the immense hype surrounding him, but some remain cautious, awaiting his performance at the highest level before fully embracing it. Tony Parker, a Spurs and French basketball legend, brings a wealth of experience to his assessment of the San Antonio franchise. With 17 years as part of the Spurs, 4 championships, and a deep connection with the team's French fans, Parker's insights hold great weight. He remarked, "I know he wanted to go to San Antonio, and so it feels like it was destiny, with the French connection we built over the years. And he is going to keep the legacy going. It's pretty cool. He is unique. His set of skills is unique. You know, we never saw a guy that big, shooting like that, and having the dribbling skills that he has and the way that he plays the game. It is just different. I can't wait to see him play with the Spurs. He does not care about the pressure and expectation, and I think the Spurs is the perfect place for him. He is in very good hands. He is already like that." Victor Wembanyama's imposing presence on the basketball court, characterized by an extraordinary blend of height, athleticism, and skill, is undeniably impressive. Gilbert Arenas left no room for doubt when he declared the French talent a budding star, long before he set foot on an NBA court. However, Arenas believes that there are two players who could pose significant challenges for the young Wemby. I think he's going to be a star. The reason is there's only two centers that he has to worry about. He's Kevin Durant, but 7 feet. He's going to worry about Joel Embiid for 2 games and Nikola Jokic for 6. Wemby undoubtedly ranks among the most promising prospects ever. When discussing the French prodigy's potential, NBA legend Kevin Garnett drew comparisons to the two most recent European MVPs, Antetokounmpo and the Joker, in an effort to underscore the exceptional polish Wemby has displayed from an early age. Garnett reflected, "Joker, if you go back and look at him, they showed him. He looked super regular back then. They were calling him chunky. We weren't respecting it. You remember the Greek Freaks run? Antetokounmpo had one of the craziest runs. He was looking like Shaq with KD parts. He was hitting threes and brought the heat. The Greek Freak and Joker didn't look this polished as a prospect at this age with this kid. So he fits right into the narrative of what we're saying." In a conversation with Sportscasting News, NBA legend Shaq was asked about his outlook on Victor Wembanyama's future. The Big Diesel isn't ready to appoint Wemby as an absolute star just yet, even though he acknowledges the youngster's talents at a once-in-a-generation level. Shaq expressed his skepticism, stating, "No, and I'm a bit skeptical because of the good and bad things about highlights. When you put your highlights on, you always show the good parts. I want to see this kid play a full game. He's not very big, he's tall, but he's building up a lot of muscles. Not that strong. He can shoot, he can dribble, he can do all that. I haven't really seen a lot of post moves. We haven't seen a lot of that stuff, but I'm only seeing highlights of him dunk the ball and shoot jumpers. So again, now you could be a star in France. When you come over here, you definitely have to start all over. A lot of guys have a lot of hype, and came over here, some played out and some didn't. So I'm going to be more on the skeptical side like Charles is on this one." Reggie Miller, another NBA legend, is brimming with anticipation to witness what the number 1 pick can bring to the Spurs. However, he also harbors concerns about Victor Wembanyama's well-being, drawing from his own experience as a reference. Miller emphasized the importance of avoiding injuries and the potential impact they might have on Wembanyama's promising career. He remarked, "My only concern is he looks like me at 7'5". Knock on wood, I was rarely injured. Through my 18-year career, only ankle injuries. But I played on the perimeter, I'm not banging with the big boys. But it's not as physical as it was in the 80s and 90s, so he won't be banged up like those days. I just hope he doesn't get hurt. I just pray he stays healthy. If he stays healthy and everything I've seen on videotapes and everything I've seen on scouting reports, if he plays like that, the future is his. So I'm excited for him." Considering Victor Wembanyama's impressive readiness for the NBA, the 2022 LNB All-Star Game MVP has managed to maintain a constant presence in headlines throughout the season. In a Let It Be Known video released a few days prior to the 2023 NBA Draft, Hall of Famer and Pistons legend Isaiah Thomas showered Victor Wembanyama with praise. He remarked, "We've got the Olympics coming up in Paris. The French team, Victor, I can't say his last name. Victor's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. Standing so big, he's the top pick in the draft, no doubt. I can't even describe him. He's so big. You know, he's shaking it between the legs, finger rolling it like George Gervin slam dunking. He's poised to revolutionize the face of the NBA, so Victor Wembanyama, let it be known." Chris Mullin's former teammate Tim Hardaway Sr. shared his thoughts on Wemby's exceptional talents during an appearance on The Carton Show. The former Golden State and Miami Heat point guard is profoundly impressed by Wemby's skill set and foresees a remarkable journey with the San Antonio Spurs right from the outset. He remarked, "This kid is a tremendous basketball player entering a prestigious organization with a strong culture, and I'm confident he'll have an outstanding career. The San Antonio Spurs have secured an excellent pick and a remarkable player. I assure you, he'll thrive with San Antonio." Greg Popovich and the Spurs staff excel at nurturing young talent and enhancing their basketball prowess. If he manages to average 20 points, he'll undoubtedly tally 10 rebounds. Those will just naturally fall into his hands. Considering his passing skills and abilities, he should be able to contribute around 5 or 6 assists. So, 20, 10, and 6 would constitute a solid rookie season for a prospect of this caliber. Victor is one of those prospects whose hype has reached stratospheric heights, generating immense expectations. A slow start or merely an above-average season would be viewed as a disappointment, given Wemby's anticipated status as one of the greatest players in NBA history. He possesses the requisite skills, towering height, work ethic, and the right mindset. Essentially, all the tools necessary to ascend to legendary status. Entrusted in the capable hands of the San Antonio Spurs, one can only hope that the best is yet to come in the young Frenchman's burgeoning career.